Welcome, shave fans. For today's shave of the day, I will be trying out a new tester scent from Shave Worx. This one is entitled Name to be Determined. But because it is a blend of berries that is quite strong and blasts you in the face, for today I'm going to call it Berry Blast. So, and this one is a blend of boysenberries, elderberries, strawberries, guava, pomegranate, and vanilla. And it's very strong right out of the tin. In fact, it almost seems too strong. Well, it does seem too strong right out of the tin. And sweet. However, I've already done a couple different shaves with this. I shaved my wife's legs. I did some test lathers. And I can tell you that once it gets on your face, it is the perfect scent strength. Heavy and awesome. Okay, one of the other things I'm going to do, you'll notice I do not have my brush loaded yet, which I normally do. I wanted to show my technique if I'm ever having trouble getting a soap to lather. Then I wanted to show you the way that I use my palm lather to lather a soap. And I've been able to get soaps that I thought were completely unlatherable to lather. So some of the old Gustafson shaving soaps were very hard to get lather. Let me see if I can get that pointed down. All right, there we go. So I'm using a synthetic as always, so I'm just going to shake the extra water out. Because this is in a little tin, it makes it very handy for a palm lather. So I'm just going to start loading up. Shave Worx is a very nice soap in that you can start pretty wet in your brush and still get an awesome lather. There are some other soaps where you got to sneak up on it and start with a pretty dry brush and then add a little bit of water, add a little bit of water, add a little bit of water. And those are fine, they perform very well, but it is nice to have a soap that just performs no matter how you lather it, really. Okay, so I've got a good amount of lather in the soap itself, or I should say soap in the brush itself. So here is the technique that I have found. Now you see a lot of people and they're swirling around in circles, but I have found that that doesn't actually work as well as going back and forth rapidly. And I'm not putting insane pressure on my hand. I've only got maybe a third of the brush splayed out. And so what I'm going to do is just grab the stuff that moves out to the sides until I get to a consistency that I want. And now that it is starting to lather up, what I do is I turn my wrist. So I'll go this way and then I'll turn it 90 degrees. And I do that, I don't know, every 3 or 4 strokes, whatever feels good to you. And that just, I found, helps make sure that I get the soap throughout the entire brush. And you can see I've got this really nice thick lather here already. And of course, this is an easy to lather soap. So this is more of a showing you the technique easily without spending a bunch of extra time. So one thing that's nice about this is you can tell if you have, if you're too dry, because in your palm, it will be, let's see if I can get it to do it there. It will be kind of spotty. It won't be as creamy as this is doing right here. And I could maybe add just a hair more water to this, but I think it's good. So it's a very good way to practice lathering, to figure out, what a soap is capable of, and also if you're just having trouble getting a soap to lather, doing it this way first will really help you figure out, how much water to put in. You get tactile feel from both ends, from your brush hand and the palm hand, and you get the visual because you can see on the palm of your hand what is going on with the soap. So if it was thicker like this in there, I'm not sure if you guys can see that. Let me get that up. So if it was a thicker mottedness, I would know I needed more water. But I'm really just about perfect here. I've gotten really good at well, Shave Worx soap is really easy to lather. But so one other nice part is that you have all this. If you're a right-handed shaver, you have all this in your hand, so you can go back to it if you need to. So I've been known to just leave that in my hand, not rinse it off. And then with my little bitty brushes, I can go back to it if I need it. So that is in fact what I'm going to do today. Let's move the camera up. There we go. That'll work. Okay, there you go. Palm lather to help you if you're having trouble with any soap. I've gotten soaps that I thought were completely unlatherable to lather. Thick, rich lathers because of doing that. And those soaps, they just took a little longer. So really just whip the crap out of them on your palm and they'll lather up. So technique. It's all about technique. And that just happens to be one of them that works for me. My razor today is actually not the Atomic. I'm using the head from Shave Revolution. It's a very similar head, but I believe a little more aggressive. And in order to test that out, I put it on the same handle so that a lot of the variables are taken out when you adjust the handle. I do have a different blade in here. I wanted to give this Treat Classic blade another go after the blade versus blade. So I'm just going to wet down my face and we will get started. So if I didn't already have a complete brush load, I would just use this to lather, but I do already have enough to shave me 3 times probably. All right, as I said, straight from the tin, this soap seems really strong and really sweet, but when you get it on your face, oh, it's just the perfect amount of scent strength. Get that soap off my nose. All right, let's give this Treat Classic another try here. Right, there you go, first pass. I would say that this razor is just a step more aggressive. Not a huge step, just like 1, maybe 1.5 points on a 1 to 10 scale. More aggressive than the other one. Go ahead and use up that soap on my palm. It's not going to do any good. All right, second pass. It is worth mentioning that this soap got the big giant thumbs up from my wife. She really enjoyed it. I shaved her legs with it the other day. And that's significant because she's pregnant and hypersensitive to smells right now. And so getting her to like anything is really tough. All right, there you have it. I'm just going to do a quick 2-pass shave. The wife and the child are waiting on me to go out to breakfast. Breakfast. I had a friend that always said it, breakfast. There we go. All right, so Case Shave Worx soap rocks on as always. This, what I'm just calling Berry Blast, is just a real winner for me. Just all those berries. It'll seem too strong when you put that up to your nose, the tin, but just lather it and get it onto your face. I believe that you will love it when you do that. So, and then the Shave Revolution razor, it's quickly moving up to Holy Grail status here. The more I shave with it, the more I like it. Just the head. The head is perfect and pristine. The amount of aggression, it's just a step up from, a lot of the standard fare out there. Not a huge step, just a little step, and that really just puts it right in my sweet spot. So really loving it. All right, guys, I just had a great shave. I hope you do too.